Hi out there. So happy to have you. I have a very special guest here today, Jay Bradley of Jay Bradley Lifestyle. He is a best-selling author of Live, Look, Feel. He's all about youthful aging. He's a television host, lives in LA, but interestingly enough, from Ontario. So Jay, welcome. So happy to have you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah. So look, you deal with people all the time, right? And you've even written this great book about it. And what do you see over and over again? Some problem that you see over and over again with all kinds of clients that you wish they knew this really easy or accessible tip to get them through that?
That's a good question. Well, I have to say two things come to mind if I could do two. But the first, most important, is figuring out their why. You know, I'm a health and wellness coach, and I talk a lot about lifestyle and fitness and, getting centered. And I think the biggest challenge people have to sticking to something and being consistent is figuring out why the heck they're doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, even if it's vanity or, wanting to, we talk about youthful aging, even if it's wanting the six pack, or it doesn't really matter what it is, but just really finding the reason why you'll get up every day and go to the gym or, or practice your spiritual practice. And I think that's the biggest challenge. And then the second is probably this whole thing around self-worth, which ties in, I think, to the
Preach it.
How do we get someone to figure out that they're worthy to feel good, to look great, to, to be prosperous, to have all these things that they desire? So,
yeah. So those two simple answers are get that why. Why are you doing it? And stay consistent to that why, right?
Yes.
And our self-worth. I mean, we all are breathing. We get to live this amazing life. And it's so easy to get taken out of the game and no reason for that, right?
That's right. And I speak personally. I mean, I was a bullied kid in small town Canada and dealt with depression. And, like everyone, I had my challenges. And it probably has only been until recently, almost 50, that I get it, okay. So it happens at different times for different people. But we just got to keep moving forward and keep searching, I guess, until we get all the answers.
I know. It's, what, I thank you for sharing your story. I think that's so important to know that we all have our stuff and that we can all get through it. So whatever that stuff is, we use it. I love what Ram Dass talks about. He talks about, it's grist for the mill. It's all just grist for the mill. So how do we take that and turn that into gold? And so I love that you've done that, and now you're able to offer that gift to others. So thank you for that.
My pleasure.
So you said you're 50? You're so young.
49. How old are you?
I'm 43. I'll be 44. Yeah, so thank you. So that's a great magical number. And you have this whole program around youthful aging, which I love. And so tell me about that for a moment, your youthful aging.
Well, I've always been vain. Let's just lay it on the line. I've always been excited about not looking my age, but not really just that. More about having zest and energy, as I get older, especially seeing people around me. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have people who live quite a long time in my family, but they don't always feel great, and they don't always do it with the vibrancy. So my search continued because I was a sick kid. I just have researched, and I just think there's some really great things that we can do on all levels, body, mind, and spirit, that can really, I don't like the word anti-aging because we're going to age, but youth do it youthfully and with vibrancy. And so I talk a lot around fitness and lifestyle, but doing it in a way that it's not die-hard craziness, just enough to keep us healthy. And then of course diet and nutrition is so important. But the most important piece, in my opinion, is taking care of our spirit and our emotions and getting centered and grounded, and creating a morning practice each day where we can connect and charge our spiritual batteries. So kind of taking a little bit of everything and creating a custom program for somebody who's looking to find more balance.
I love that. You know, and the other piece that I think is really important that you touch on there is you said vanity and we laughed about it, but the truth is who doesn't want to look good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we want to look good. And what that means is when we look good, we feel good. And when we feel good, we look good. And it doesn't mean that we're all runway models. What it means is, given the body that we're in and this moment in time, what can we do to radiate that vitality, right? And it doesn't matter what age we are. It doesn't matter, but it does matter how we care for our temple. It even talks about that in the Bible. You know, our body is our temple. And so how do we best nourish our temple? And we've gotten away from so many healthy practices. And that's why I love that you have a couple of really in your back pocket practices to help us connect with youthful aging, with vitality, with the power that lies within us. And we had spoken about this breath practice,
Yes.
which I love. Can we learn more about that breath practice?
I cannot say enough. I mean, I just think about it and talk about it day and night because I just want to share it. I want to share it with the world.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, it's something that I've been doing over the past year. It's, not a long time, but I've tried many, many different spiritual practices. I've certainly done yoga and tried meditation, and I've dabbled in a bunch of things.
Yes.
Nothing has talked to me, right? Nothing has talked to me like this pranayama 3-part breath. And the only word I can use is magical.
Oh, I love magic.
Magical.
Let's do it. Magic. Yay!
Why I love it so much is because it actually works on all levels: physical, mental, and spiritual. And people are pretty blown away after the practice of how mostly blissful and euphoric they feel, but also the visions and the connection they feel with themselves. And again, back to what we started with, the amount of self-love and self-forgiveness you feel during and after this breath work is incredible. Yeah, so do you want me to explain what it is a little bit?
Yes, I can't wait here. I wanted to interrupt you, be like, let's do it.
Let's do it now. Well, normally,
let's do it together.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, normally I do it to music, and I do it either one-on-one or in a class setting. And, ideally it's at least 30 to 40 minutes long. So we obviously won't do that, but I'll just show you what the breath is.
Right.
People can do it at home, pick their own music. I usually suggest 20 minutes or so of pretty intense breath, lying somewhere comfortable and flat, whether it be a yoga mat or a couch. And then about 10 to 15 minutes of more relaxing breath near the end.
So let's say you're like me, busy mom.
Yeah.
Can I do this at night before I go to bed, or is it too energizing? Or is it better to try to find that time in my day where I could have a free moment? Is it okay to do it at night?
It is okay to do it at night. Yeah, It is stimulating in some ways, but it also helps you relax so much that I think it'll, help induce an even deeper sleep.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So, and you can start with 10 minutes. Any amount is better than none.
2 minutes?
Start with 2 minutes.
I'm just saying, for the busy moms and the busy dads out there, and those, that maybe this is totally new to, it might, like, okay, what can we do, right? So, and the thing is, I totally get that diving into that is where the euphoria comes in and the magic. So, I would love to dedicate the time to it. But first of all, let's hear what that is.
Yeah, so it's really simple breath. It's called pranayama, but there's many styles of pranayama. It's all in and out of the mouth.
Okay.
2 breaths in and 1 breath out. And the first breath in is down in the diaphragm. So it's, okay. And then in the chest and out. So in diaphragm, in chest.
Okay. So let's do that together. And so you're putting your hand on your belly, right?
Well, I'm doing it only to show you, but really you'd be lying on your back with your hands to your side.
Okay, so you don't have to put your hand on your belly.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put my hand on my belly to start.
Okay, yes.
Just for the good visual. And so here we go again. Hand on the belly and out, and then move my hand to my heart and out.
Actually, no. In diaphragm.
Okay.
In chest, out the mouth.
Okay, so in, open mouth, in, ready? Here we go. You coach it. Okay, so one more time for the viewers, and you say it, and I'll do it. Okay.
Okay. So in diaphragm, in chest.
Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. My mouth is open. I'm ready now. Okay.
In diaphragm. In the chest, out the mouth. In diaphragm, in chest, out the mouth.
I love it.
Yeah, well, you know, people say, oh, I've done breath work, I've done it with yoga, and I've done this. But if you haven't done this particular style for an extended period, you won't even believe what's going to come up. I mean, it's not uncommon for people to start sobbing very quickly. For me, it was like layers of the onion, just a lot of grief that I didn't even know I carried. I don't want to scare people off this, but you know, there's stuff that comes up, and but isn't that why we're doing this? Isn't that where we want to get to? This place of joy and fulfillment, and all the beauty is right here. It's all right here. We're just screwing it up, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So this work, especially with the heart chakra, really opens things up, and you begin to feel so much compassion, like I said, real centeredness and groundedness.
Yeah, that's
Very first session that I did, all the chakras were kind of opening and spinning, you know, the energy points of the body, something I'd never experienced.
wow.
I was living a little bit more in ego up until this work. And that's
how long have you been doing it? Sorry to interrupt.
I know it's okay. Probably about 6 or 7 months, and I've done pretty much a daily practice for a couple of months, and now I do it every few days because it is intense.
Yeah. So that's awesome. So I, like you, have done lots and lots of breath practices, but honestly, that's the first time I've heard of this particular breath practice, and I'm super excited to try it. One thing that I did notice, that my mouth got a little dry. So is it okay to drink a little bit of water as we're...
You can, yeah. Actually, I would love to tell you real briefly what can happen because it might be unexpected. Yeah, your mouth may get dry. I mean, sometimes just swallowing, licking your lips is enough.
Okay.
Start to yawn in the very beginning. You may feel some pain or restriction in certain areas of the body where you've been carrying tension. On the heart area, nothing to freak out about. Your hands may go numb, and they may even start to go a little bit claw-like.
Ooh,
and you
that's
know,
interesting.
20 minutes, and that is completely normal because all the blood is rushing from your, you know, extremities and your heart. Numbness in your feet is possible. Very hot or very cold. Some really interesting things happen, but once you do the relaxation period where you just breathe through your nose at the end, that's where the magic happens. It's incredible.
I love this. So with any breath practice, obviously it's great to check with your doctor if you have high blood pressure, any of those things. But if you're experienced in breath practices, this is a great one to have in our back pocket. It sounds like I'm super excited to give it a try. And what I love about this is that it is totally accessible to anyone, anytime, anywhere.
That's right.
I love that. I love that. What I'm hearing you say is that it helps us to release all the junk, all the things that are not us, so that our own vitality, our divine light shines out.
That's right. Get to that transparent, authentic self. You know, on a physical level, it feeds our cells oxygen, which can make us more alkaline, fight some of the acidity. It can also, on a physical level, actually help us attract more money because money is energy, and love is, you know, we're looking for love. We can also open that part up. Mentally, of course, we de-stress, declutter our minds. Spiritually, again, everything opens. So there's so many different benefits.
I love that. Okay, so alkaline in the body, that's so important. I absolutely love that. You know, we know that disease can't live in an
environment. Yeah.
Exactly.
And physical pain as well. You know, I've seen so many people storing lower back pain because of the, you know, second chakra or blockages around money, and or, or feeling grounded, heart chakra. So physical pain, actually, I've seen it disappear in one session.
Oh my gosh, I have some clients that I'm thinking of right now that's, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I love it. So we know that the breath practice is accessible anywhere. It's open mouth, inhale belly, inhale diaphragm, exhale out of the mouth.
The diaphragm, chest.
Diaphragm, chest. So open mouth, inhale, exhale out the mouth.
That's right. And the jaw should be just nice and relaxed, and it's just a.
Do it again. Let's hear it. Oh, I love the rhythm.
Sometimes I get people to just yell a few times, somewhere in the session, just to dissipate some of the stored up energy. And if you are in a space where you can't make too much noise, you can put a pillow over your mouth and just scream into it. And it seems silly perhaps, but again, we store up a lot of stress, a lot of energy. And so it's just about dissipating that.
Yeah, I totally get it. That sometimes I have people say "ha" in our.
That's right.
It's the same thing. Just like get it out. Yeah, I love that. Great tip on that. And then, so you said after you do the practice, then you just lay, or you stay in that relaxed state, and you breathe in and out through the nose.
Yes, sometimes the nose can get a little stuffy, so you could breathe through the mouth, but ideally it would just be in and out through the nose. Put some, hopefully more calming music on. And I like to end it with ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian healing technique.
Oh.
Get people to kind of hug themselves and repeat, I love you, and then use their name. So I love you, Jay. I'm so sorry, Jay. Please forgive me, Jay. Thank you. So those words, when you're that open, you feel that love and forgiveness for yourself. And who are we hardest on? Ourselves.
Yes, absolutely. Phenomenal. I love that. And if people wanted to learn more about that, they can find you on Facebook, Jay Bradley. And they can also, Jay Bradley Lifestyle. And they can also find you by this really great free gift that you're offering them right now. And who doesn't want youthful aging secrets and tips? So you're offering your top 25 tips. If people want that, they click on this opt-in link, and then we're giving them this awesome tips. Well, you're giving it to them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've kind of spent years just, grabbing ideas of what I thought were some of the best youthful aging tips, and
I can't wait to see that. So youthful aging tips, your top 25, super fantastic. I really appreciate that. I love that. And I love how we started out our conversation talking about the importance of self-worth. Just that is so important. The self-worth, our breath practice that you've offered here, accessible at our fingertips, and youthful aging. And so you said it's a nice PDF. They can print it out and they can hang it up and pick 2 or 3 and try to implement those into their life, right?
That's right. And some of it includes, some of my favorite products, superfood products that I swear by daily. And so, there's links that people can go to if they want to research or purchase those. And other ones are just tips or exercise regimes that are, quick but effective.
I love it. Jay, I'm so grateful that I've had the opportunity to chat with you and learn your many gifts to offer the world. And I'm super excited about trying this breath practice and reading your youthful aging tips.
Well, it's a pleasure. It's so nice to connect with you, and keep up the great work. I love this.
Thanks. Hey, who doesn't want something at their fingertips right now to feel better and look better, right?
Absolutely. Definitely.
All right, so we're going to sign off, and I appreciate you. And viewers, I hope that you're going to try this breath. I'm sure that Jay would love to know how it's working out, so you can pop on and tell him on his Facebook. And we really appreciate you being here. So thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Bye.